Sophie, I want us to do a piece on called meeting online. How is that?
But I'm sure that we will not be the only one to have this idea, for sure.
No. We need to do a section of the piece should be meeting online. Actually, to be honest with you, the meeting that you couldn't make with all of the other artists, that was one of the complaints from everybody, was just trying to maintain online meetings and structure and how challenging it is and time zones. So everybody kind of said the same thing. So, that's basically what you missed. It was a meet and greet, and it was a way to talk to everybody about what they were doing and how is it going. And basically I responded by saying, you and I are going to begin with very small vignettes. I'm going to send you a piece of sound. You're going to send me a piece of movement, and we're going to begin to do a little tennis playing back and forth with just ideas on, maybe you just go to the staircase and you walk down the stairs, and that's something that's movement. And then I might take that video and say, cool, I'm going to put some Zimbabwe drum on this stair thing and then send you that. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Really good.
That's that's kind of how we're going to begin. So that's what I mentioned to them. So,
yes.
And we can do it both ways, Sophie. I can send you sounds and you can think about motion to the sounds. That also works. It can go both ways. But that's what I told them. That's our next step.
Super. But then I must say, Will, I was a bit disappointed about myself, because last time we talked, then I thought, oh, great, I'm sure that I will find like an idea this week, and I will find something to film, and nothing. So no, it is terrible. It's like I have this inspiration crisis. Now I am in Brussels. I took the train. I don't know when. I always take the train back and forth, Berlin, Brussels. So now I'm in Brussels, and it's now like a lockdown. So I'm stuck in the flat, and the only movement that comes in my head and in that I perceive is like the loop. Because 1 year ago, I was exactly at the same place. It was the same weather. I would sit on the same sofa, and it's, oh shit, now the loop starts again. And so I can maybe just like a turn spoon in my coffee, and it would really really represent what I'm feeling now. So
that's a great image.
Yeah. But it's a bit depressing. I want my life to be exciting, Will.
Well, the only way it's going to be exciting, Sophie, is if you make it exciting.
True.
I mean, the excitement comes, but you know how it is. If you want a hole in the ground, you got to grab a shovel.
Yeah.
Right? So,
yeah.
That's kind of the idea. But I like this idea of this thing. And maybe that could be a theme for us, is repetition, because it does feel strange that it's a year later and I kind of feel like I was just in a cave, and I feel like or I was in a coma. It was just a strange thing how it's a great break to take, and spiritually I could use the rest, but at the same time I kind of feel like, damn, a year went by and like not much has happened. And I'm kind of in the same thought process and vibe as I was 1 year ago. I mean, I'm more focused now on what I want to do next. But a year ago, we were really like, what is this? Is it a pandemic? No. What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. In America, we had the election. It was it was all that drama thrown in as well. So, but now it's just like, it's still, we're a year later and we have vaccines and all of this, but it's still this quandary. It's still this kind of weird quandary of, where things are going, because you have, in this country, you have people that don't give a damn and they want to go not wear a mask, and they feel like, why get a shot if it doesn't protect me? Or if I, it's America, and why can't I, don't tell me what to do. You have this crowd that's just so, then you have Texas and Georgia that are just dropping everything, in Florida, and they're saying it's safe. Go to the bar, so the numbers are going to sky up. They had like 4,000 cases in one day in Florida. There's the apathy, madness side a year later too, where people are fed up. And I'm talking to my friends who have children, and like, my children are like, they're ready to go to therapy. They're climbing the walls. They're in the house the whole time. They're in school every day. They're online. We have an adjustment to our lives. But when you bring up the the happiness and excitement part, I think within this madness as artists, it's very important that we find ways to get there.
Then I'm surprised because I say that it's like a loop and that I'm at the same state than last year. But then I was talking with my partner and he told me, yeah, but come on, Sophie, a lot of stuff happened to you this year, you know. And then I thought, yes, it's true. I made some steps also in my project. I found money and stuff like this. So I see myself advancing. But for me, it's just like just being back the same day 1 year after at the same location, in the same location. It's really...
Yeah.
It doesn't, usually I cannot remember, you know. If you would ask me 2 years ago, you know, in the 23rd of March, where were you? I don't know, also because I don't have such a good memory, but just to know that exactly 1 year after you are the same doesn't feel right. So, but you, Will, so you said that, that you were in a cave and that no. So would you say that the movement that is yours now is like shining through? Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it is, Sophie. The weather, spring is here, you know, and the sun is out, and I like to be barefoot and have my feet on the ground. So it's warmer on the ground. So I stand on my porch in the sun, you know, there's birds and squirrels and sounds, you know, outside. And I think, yeah, when you're in a pandemic and it's really cold outside, you're in the house with the heat on and you're looking out the window. And it's nice to just to come out. I mean, I'm a simple person. I have a very small garden. I like growing my own vegetables, which I haven't started yet, but I'm going to start earlier this year because I'm bored.
But you have
And
such a garden.
very
So you...
small.
Okay.
I'm into the pots more than I am into digging up the ground. I mean, I like the garden, but to be honest with you, I have like 12 pots.
Okay.
And in the pots, I have different things because the pot is a little bit more, it's a little bit more of a controlled environment. I don't really get it wrong. You know, it doesn't take a genius to put good soil into a pot and then pour water in. The ground is really Mother Earth, and you're really dealing with more elements, and you really have to have, I think, more of a skill. Yeah, those are just things that I started doing recently because it reminds me of music. It reminds me of creating music and sounds and beats and watching things grow. And it's another version of it. So I don't go crazy. I get maybe 8 or 9 different things. And that's enough for me. That's good.
Can I ask you where you are? Like, are you in front of your house?
I'm 2 blocks away from my house. My dentist is 2 blocks away, but I went to get something from my sister. So I'm very close to my house. You know,
Can
I
I
just
maybe
pulled
see the
over.
street?
Sorry?
Can I see the street? Just...
Yeah. I mean, this is the corner.
Yeah, but it's fine. I just want
This
to
is
see.
the
Ah,
this is the
génial.
corner. That's the
Oh.
corner there. And this is the street that's near my street, but not quite my street. My street has this English Tudor look. This is right before you get to the main avenue. So, and this is a big lot here that's just used for parking. And this is the neighborhood I grew up in.
Oh, wow.
So you
Okay.
see, it's a nice day, and you
Yes.
know the sun is out, and you know the windows. You can put the windows down and get some. You know, you don't have to put the mask on all the time or drive with a mask. So many people I see driving with the mask. I can't do that.
No, I
But
understand. But did you work this week? Did you, I don't know, did you do something for you?
always, I love it. Always, I was noodling. I took a break, Sophie. I went out to a friend's house to they own a lot of property out in Long Island, a very wealthy part of Long Island, and they own a bunch of properties, and no one's there. They rent out the properties in the summer, and I had some little family issues and needed a break, and they were asking me for about a week, please go, please go. So I went, took my guitar, little drum machine, made some ideas. I put some ideas down,
Okay.
and yes, so it's a beach house, no one's there. No one's in the community. It's empty, and it was nice. It was cold, but it was nice to just like. It really helped me to clear my head a little bit and get away from everything and everyone, and be out there and cook your own meals. And you know, no one knows you, and people don't lock their doors, and there's big, huge driveways, and you know, it's very wealthy people out there. The beach is right near the house. 2 minutes you can walk on the beach, and it was cool. Water, nature, and silence.
What's the name of the location?
Sag Harbor.
Okay.
I'll send you some photos. I put a
Yes.
classical I put a classical song to some of my photos to give the idea. Should I email it to you, or you want me to send it to you in an email? Or
Yes, I would like to. It would
okay,
be great.
I'll send you. Actually, I can send you more photos, but I'll send you. I made a little collage for like 30 seconds, 35 seconds of the coastline, the peninsula, and I put some
Okay.
classical music to it. So I'll send you that just for fun.
Merci, Will.